Hello, everybody. Coming to you live on this Tuesday. It is February the 3rd, and I hope you're all doing well. It's been a busy about week and a half for me, but a really good kind of busy because made a lot of good memories and spent time with family, and you can never complain about that. So a lot of you guys have asked how to make these homemade biscuits. I just got through eating Mexican food, so I'm not hungry, and to be honest with you, probably won't touch one of these. But I have some free time and had nothing else to do, so I wanted to hop on here and show you guys actually how to make them. So a lot of you guys, you probably have grandma's recipe, great-grandma's recipe, or you just don't know how to make them. And so we're going to do it today here. And I hope this will teach you something. I just started making them. This will be the 4th time I think I've made them this way. I watched several different people make biscuits, and this, I kind of combined a lot of people's ideas to make these biscuits, and I think they're really, really good. And so, and my family seems to think they're good. So that's a win when that's who you're making them for. So we're going to start with White Lily self-rising flour. And if you are new here, welcome. If you've been here forever, as always, thank you for being here. Y'all please comment where you're watching from. And because I love going back and reading comments, especially today. I'm a little further away from you guys, but I needed that room to be able to show you what we're doing here. So I hope this will be fun for you guys. I never get tired of learning, and I hope you guys never get tired of learning. And in fact, you guys teach me something usually every time I come on here. So I'm always grateful for that. And that was not planned, but there you go. So I just fixed me a cup of coffee, and it's earlier in the day. So I have regular, usually about after 5 or 6. I go to decaf because it's not that I can't fall asleep if I drink regular. It just affects how I sleep. So, and I don't like that. I kind of like my sleep. So I don't want it disturbed. So I'll do decaf after that time. But we're going to start. Our first ingredient is going to be 3 cups of White Lily self-rising flour. And I usually measure out my flour because if you don't want your biscuits to be dry or dense. So I always like to measure it out, and I usually do it this way. I try to bring it up to the top of my measuring cup, and you can dip down in the bag. I mean, I've made them all different kinds of ways, especially when I'm in a hurry. But that's about good. That's about 1 cup. You don't want it packed because that can make your biscuits dense, and you don't want that. So unless you like a dense biscuit, and then I guess it's considered more of a scone if that's what you want to. If that's what you like, pack the flour in, make them a little dense. This is what you want to do with your ingredients and however you want them to turn out. So there is 2. Let's do a 3rd. But while I'm scooping this flour, y'all, this morning I made a post. I seriously just spoke from my heart because it's not just me that's been experiencing that, and I do my best not to get in other people's business, but sometimes you kind of feel ashamed not to speak up or for other people, especially when you care about them or they've made an impact in your life. You want to stand up and be there for them. But everything's been going on with several people in the gospel music world. And so I got on my Facebook this morning. I went to bed last night and I woke up this morning and it was a good morning. I fixed my coffee and all I did was open my Facebook. That can always be your first mistake. But I opened my page and there was all kind of just ridiculous comments. And y'all, I've heard everything under the sun. When you grow up in the spotlight, kind of like I did, and you're basically paid to sing like an old lady and have a terrible haircut, you're going to get a lot of backlash. That's just all there is to it. But it never bothered me. I knew that what my goal and who I was singing for was much larger than anything. That was the only reason I did it. I mean, was it nice to see people approve of what you did? For sure. Everyone wants to be loved for their craft, but that's not the case. And that's really not what bothered me. It's just the fact that it's happening everywhere. And I just kind of threw my 2 cents in because I think if you call people out for the things they've done, it may or may not make a difference, but at least you acknowledged it. And so that was the point of that post. But to everyone who has commented incredibly kind and nice things about me today on that post, thank you very much. You have brightened my day, and I really do appreciate it more than you know. So thank you for that. It really does mean a lot to me. But our next step, we're going to take a stick of butter. and we're just going to cut it into little cubes. And we're just going to go straight down the middle of the whole stick of butter. And thankfully, this is far enough back, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I have clean hands, and I guess it really don't matter if I didn't have clean hands. You don't have to eat them, but still, I do have clean hands. And we're just going to cut this in maybe 1/2 inch sections. You can do 1/4 inch if you'd like. You can't really hurt this step unless you get it too big. But really, the smaller the better on this little step here. And then I'll pick up the whole stick of butter. So now we've got our slices going sideways. Then I'll pick up the whole stick of butter, and I try my best to get as even as I can and go right down the middle of the stick of butter. So now we're going to have 4 cubes per row. And our cubes will just kind of come apart like this. Drop it down. Oh, wait a minute. This won't hurt it. I just forgot. With this recipe, some people, you're going to throw shade at me. You do not have to do this part. But if you're eating biscuits with just like butter and jelly, I feel like this step is essential. But if you're putting sausage gravy or meat or anything else on your biscuit, you really don't have to do this step because it's going to be covered up anyway. The biscuit's just soaking up whatever you put on it. But I put, and I'm going to measure it out in this spoon here, no more than 2 tablespoons of sugar. There's 1, and there's 2 heaping. And that's all. I mean, just a little bit. And all it does is elevate the flavor of the biscuits. And then I don't have my salt shaker, so I'm going to do it in my hand. Or I don't have the big thing of salt, so I'm just going to do this in my hand. And that's not even 1/4 teaspoon of salt, y'all. And if you're using self-rising flour, there is salt in your flour. But I like it. I think it brings out the flavor of the. It just gives your biscuit a flavor, really. It don't taste like flour. So there you go. You don't have to do that step, but I do. So there you go. 2 tablespoons of sugar and about 1/4. You can do up to 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 3 cups of flour, and it's not going to hurt you. What are you making? I just came on. We're making homemade biscuits. There's 170 of you. Y'all welcome in this afternoon. It is 3:30 here in Georgia. And I got up this morning and did laundry, did dishes, and went to the gym and went to Mexican and came home. And there's no one at the house right now. So I thought, why not get on here and make some biscuits? So many of you guys have asked, how do you make your biscuits? So while it's quiet in here, I'll show you how to make some biscuits. And they really don't take near as long as it takes me to do it when it's like this. But from where you're kind of instructing and all that, it can take a long time. Have you tried grating your butter? I absolutely have. And but to me, it's another dish to wash. It is very convenient. But for this, it takes 2 minutes just to squeeze this butter. And especially in little cubes, it's a lot easier to work with. Just squeeze your butter into your flour. And that's it. And then I'm going to take, I should have already done that as well, but y'all know I can't do 2 things at once. So I try to, but I usually don't succeed with that. So I'm going to squeeze this butter in, and then I'll go ahead, rinse my hands, and go ahead and grease our biscuit pan here. And then I'll put about maybe a chicken egg size of Crisco down here, because I think you need a stick of butter for 2 cups of flour. And we're doing 3 cups of flour, so we can have thick old buttermilk biscuits. You don't have to pat out your dough so thin, and you get thick biscuits. I think they're a lot better. Unless you like thin and crispy biscuits, then do it real thin. Pat your dough out to about 1/2 inch thick. But I've been trying to leave my biscuit dough about 1 inch thick, and your biscuits, they're twice the size, and they just turn out really, really nice. Hey, Logan, been missing you. Thank you, Miss Brenda. I'm trying to read comments. I can maybe do that while I do this. Let's see here. Hello from Texas. Would you be willing to do an interview? For sure. Absolutely, Mr. Bill. Send me a message, and we will get that set up and squared away. I'd love to. Thank you for asking me. Gwyneth, woo! Oh, my dog. She's pretty deaf, but I guess you heard that. I guess I scared the fire out of her. This dog is 14, and she don't get up and move all that much, so that kind of made me laugh. I'm sorry, Molly. I don't need anything, girl. I didn't mean to scare you. I don't know why I'm talking to her. I know she can't hear that. Like your new hat. Thank you. I bought it in New York, and I haven't really worn it. So I was throwing on some clothes. Like I said, just got back from the gym and eating, and so just threw my New York hat on. So that's why I got a hat on. I went to Atlanta yesterday and got my hair cut and had lunch with my friend Mark Fuller, and came back to Covington, went to the gym, browsed around, then went to the movies last night. And so it was a really good day, a busy day. So I went to bed tired last night, but a good kind of it was a good kind of tired. That's hard to say. Okay, I'm going to rinse my hands off right fast. And I'm going to use this towel right here to dry my hands because I don't want to use up a lot of paper towels. And now I'm going to go ahead and grab the buttermilk out while I have clean, not greasy hands. Hello from Missouri, Virginia, Dixon, Tennessee. Love you and your beautiful music. Thank you, Brenda. Y'all are too kind. Hello there, Carolyn. Thank y'all for hopping on here today. I do appreciate it so much. There's 188 of you. So welcome in. How's Grandpa? He's great. I saw him at church. Sunday, of course, we had a smaller crowd Sunday due to the weather and all that, but we had a really good service. If you want to go check that out, you can go to our church page, Community Church Praise, and you can watch the service from Sunday. Okay, we're going to go ahead and grease our biscuit pan, and I got this as a Christmas gift. So this is just a flat cast iron pan. And usually I do those skillet spoon biscuits, so I need the deep cast iron. But here, we're about to make old-fashioned biscuits. We're going to roll our dough out on the counter. So I do it in this thin here cast iron skillet. And I'm going to go ahead and grease our pan. And be very generous when you grease your pan. This will help those bottoms of your biscuits to crisp up really nicely. So y'all be very generous with your grease on your pan. I've taken this pan, I took it to my brother's house this past week, and I made biscuits twice. My little niece Marley, she's funny as all get out. She's 3. And she helped me make biscuits the first time. And the second time, I said, Marley, we're going to make some biscuits, girl. And she said, again? Just the way she said it, it was pretty doggone funny. So Marley thought, biscuits again. So, but we made them and she ate them. So Canada here. Hello from Kentucky. My dog's name is Molly. West Virginia. So there you go. I added in that, what I told you I was going to do, about a chicken size of, this is butter flavored Crisco. You can use plain old Crisco, or you could just do another half stick of butter. You do not have to do the Crisco, but I like the flavor that butter flavored Crisco adds. So there you go. Now I'm going to rinse my hands one more time, and I'm going to, it's nice to get all that grease back down in that flour. You don't want to waste it if you can keep from it. Okay, thing about biscuits, if you don't plan this stuff just right, you'll end up washing your hands 20 times, which is just fine. It ain't no big deal. I'd hate walking away from y'all. You can see me. I'm here somewhat. Now this time, I'm going to use paper towels because I don't want to grease up the dish rag just yet. Hi, Logan. How's it going? Love watching you cook. Thank you very much. Pennsylvania. Y'all are awesome. Hello from Wisconsin. Thank y'all for being here. Next, y'all, the key ingredient to buttermilk biscuits is, in fact, buttermilk. This expired on January the 8th, and you know what that means? These are going to be really, really good biscuits. People who throw out their buttermilk the day it expires, don't do that. When it starts separating and your jug starts swelling, that just means it's really good and ready to be used. So never get rid of it because you're afraid it's bad. Because I can assure you it's not bad. Y'all, my buttermilk, I don't measure it. But for you, I'm going to try to. Because it's hard to teach you how to make something if I don't tell you exactly how much to put. So we're going to start with, I'm going to do maybe 3/4 of this cup. And I'm sure I'll use more, for sure. Let's just go ahead and do about another quarter and say we started with a cup. So we're going to start with a cup of buttermilk, and more than likely I'll add more. With 3 cups of flour, you need a good bit of buttermilk. You don't want them too wet, but you also don't want your dough dry. You got to have enough buttermilk for everything to incorporate and stick together. So just eyeball that, and I'll show you the texture. We're definitely going to need some more. So let's add maybe another 1/4 cup more. I'm going to add about 1/4 at the time, I think. That may be a little more than 1/4, but roughly 1/4 cup. And just keep on mixing that together. And you can do this part with your hands, but it ain't going to hurt nothing to do it with a spoon. See, we're getting really close now. When I say just a splash, I don't know that I need a little more. Just a splash more. That That was maybe 1/8 of a cup or a couple of tablespoons. That was not much at all, but I think that's going to finish up our trick here for sure. Okay. Now then, for the fun and the messy part of making these kind of biscuits. Can I send you a message? Sure, I get to those messages as often as I can. Sometimes, seriously, 40, 50, 60 a day come in. So I don't get to them. So if you don't get a response from me immediately, don't get your feelings hurt. Just because I ain't got to them, period. Okay, now let's take our flour. We're kind of done with our Crisco, I think. I'm going to move everything out of the way and definitely move my coffee because I don't want flour all in my coffee. Move this stuff out of the way. And now we're just going to take flour and sprinkle it here on the counter. And I just cleaned this counter, seriously wiped it down with an all-purpose cleaner right before I started this live video. And it's really convenient here at my parents' house. There's an island in the middle. That's not a good place for that. In the middle of the sink. So it makes it really convenient. I just take a bowl with the leftover flour. I take a bowl and scoop that leftover flour into it and then throw it away. So it's really easy to be able to clean up after this. And I may end up adding some more. We'll see. I'm going to get all that dough off that spoon. And I was telling my brother down at his house this past week, I said, my mama, she made great biscuits, but she was never happy with them. She's like, I can never get them to brown right. I can never get them to rise right. You know, she just always struggled, but she made fantastic biscuits. You never argue at Mama's Biscuits. But I've really worked, not to perfect a biscuit, but to do them the best I know how to do them. And I told Lana the other day, I said, it's times like this, you just want to call and be like, look, you got to try it this way. Or she'd be so proud to see these biscuits come together like this. So all I did was put this dough out on the counter. And then I sprinkled a little flour on top. I hope y'all can see this. I don't know where the camera is. Can y'all? I can't tell from the writing if y'all can see what I'm doing. I hope you can. I'll try to move it over a little bit just to make sure you can see. Be kind of silly to do all this and you not be able to see me. So I hope y'all can see what I'm doing here. And I'm just taking this and kneading the dough just a little bit. Not too much because you don't want to dry it out or make your dough tough. But just knead your dough a little bit. And I'll only do this maybe 1 or 2 more times. I saw someone say, do you have a cookbook? I do. I have 2 cookbooks. And I'd love for you to pick one up on my website. I try to ship out orders every single day. And so you can go to my website, logansmithministries.com. And there's actually a link on this video for you to go straight to my website. And you can pick you up a copy. And all those come signed. I sign every single copy that leaves the house. So I'd love to be able to send you one. We can see. Perfect. Thank you. You're good. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. And y'all, this doesn't look like a lot, but we're going to get more and more biscuits out of this. But I want to leave this dough thick because this is what's going to make pretty tall biscuits. So now I'm going to take, this may be 7 inches all the way around. And then you just kind of want to take your dough and just make sure it's all even. You want to make sure. Some people use a scraper or whatever. You can really do this with anything or your hands. Use the tools God gave you. And so now we're going to take this and scoop our biscuit cutter. This is about a medium size. You know, they come in 3 or 4 sizes. I want your cookbook. Literally just click that link on this video and it'll take you to my website. And you can pick you up a cookbook there. So we're just going to start kind of over here at the edge. And when you cut a biscuit, you want to go straight down and up. Try not to twist it. It'll kind of flatten your sides and press them together and they won't rise as nice. So just straight down and up. And sometimes it'll come out just like that. And just kind of, look at that. That's perfect, y'all. And we're just going to start right here in the middle. Look at that biscuit. These are going to be pretty, I hope. Anything else? Like to get one of your cookbooks? Yeah, just go to my website, Logan Smith. I have my first one. It came out. I'll show them to you when I get done with this. It came out in 2022 called I Hope It's Fit to Eat. And then my second one came out in March of 25. And it's called I Hope It's Fit to Eat Second Helpings. So it's a blast to get to fix food that hopefully everyone enjoys. It really is fun. It's a hobby for me. I don't get tired of it. It really don't feel like work unless I'm on a time clock. That's when it's like, uh-oh, it ain't quite as fun. But stuff like this, y'all, this is like therapy for me. Just to get in here and have fun. Let's see here. I think we're gonna get, this is gonna make a good mini here. And then what we'll do, you never waste biscuit dough. We will refold all this and keep working with it till we'll use every little scrap of this dough. Okay, these, we're just gonna start putting them here on the pan. Just move your scrap dough, dust some of that flour off. And now we're gonna put these here. And just keep moving that. Y'all, these are all near about the same size. These are looking really nice, so I'm happy with them. Rob, hello. I hope you got power back on today, so I know it's a good day for you. There's that. Okay, so right now, this 3 cups of flour, when I say make them thick, this will kind of put it into the perspective I'm talking about. So far, that has made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 7 biscuits with 3 cups of flour. That's a lot of flour and not a lot of biscuits. So that's how thick I'm talking about. Make your dough. And you don't have to do them that thick. You genuinely don't. But I may reach down here. I don't want to wash my hands, but I may get my smaller cutter because they're kind of going to want to hang off the pan if I don't. Let me do that, y'all. I'm going to rinse my hands off just to get them dirty again, but that's okay. My oven is preheated to 500 degrees. I cook my biscuits very quickly. Throw them in that high heat, and they will rise super nice. They'll be perfect. Those look good. Nice job. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, y'all. Those look good. I hope they're going to be good. You really can't mess them up. Let's get this smaller little cutter here. And this, I think, these little biscuits will go right in the gap. So if you got children at home, they'll have some perfect sized biscuits. Let's do this. Okay, let me get my dough kind of a little more proportionate here. And the more you knead it, the more you work with it, obviously the drier and tougher it's going to get. But you honestly have more layers in those biscuits. So don't stress if your biscuit dough starts falling apart. Just don't worry about that. Just keep making biscuits. See, look at that. That ain't near as pretty. The biscuits are going to be just as tasteful and just as fine. So don't you stress about that. And we're just going to go right in these gaps here. There's 1. Here's 2. I should have stuck that back in the flour. That's okay. There's 2. I can get a 3rd one here easily. I might get 2 right there. I know I can. Okay, there's 3. We're going to put this 3rd one here, and I'm just kind of going around the pan and filling in the gaps. I know I'm not looking at you guys all that much, but it's kind of hard to look at you and do this part. So I'm not neglecting you, I promise. I hope y'all are maybe learning something from this. You may know how to do this. And if you do, that's incredible. Make your family some biscuits. Is it self-rising flour? It is, Miss Connie. It is self-rising flour. And does it make a mess? Yeah. But is it fun? Yeah, it's fun. It's like as a kid, you get to make messes. Well, as an adult, you get to make messes in the kitchen too. So it's fun. Okay, we're going to try to get 2 more out of this. We're going to go there. And then we still got a little more room, and we never waste dough. So if nothing else, I'll make a scrap to cram on one of these sides. So this gave us 7 big biscuits, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 small biscuits. And then we're going to have just a little extra. My mama called these hoe cakes. And we're just going to put this on an open spot here on the pan. That looks like a good little spot. And there you go. There's our biscuits. So what did I say? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So technically 14 biscuits out of 3 cups of flour. I think that is really, really good. So I will clean this up. I'm not worried about this right now because it don't matter. I can do that when I get done with you guys. So I'm just going to hang here a minute, and we're going to brush a little bit of butter. We're going to melt a little bit of butter in the microwave and brush it on top of these biscuits before we pop them in a 500-degree oven. And that will just help them brown, y'all. You don't have to do this step, but I like the color of the biscuit of when you put butter on top. I like the color that shows up on top of that biscuit. And they'll brown without the butter. They're just not as pretty I know biscuits ain't about them being pretty, but when you work that hard, it's nice when they turn out and they look good. So that's what we're going to do right fast. And I should have put something over that. Y'all get on to me every time because I complain about it, which I do. I'm not saying I don't complain about the butter popping. It drives me crazy. But I also don't want to take the time to waste more stuff in the kitchen. So I'm just going to try to melt that down just a hair, and I'll grab that out. That's good enough, y'all. That is good enough. Okay, we're going to grab one of these little, this right here is what I need. And I'm going to stir this up a little bit, and it may not have melted all. If I need to put it back in there, I will. I want y'all to see what I'm doing here. Let's see. Can you see this pan? There you go. Perfect. And we're just going to brush a little butter. Not a lot. Don't go crazy. I mean, you can go crazy, but don't put too much. This just helps them brown a little bit. And try not to get it on the edge, because at my brother's house, I had this pan slapped full of biscuits. And it kind of ran over down at the bottom of the stove, and we thought we were going to have a grease fire. They kept smoking and smoking and smoking. So y'all be careful and cautious of trying to get none of that grease too close to the side, because you don't want it spilling down in your stove. That's just a mess nobody wants to clean up. So just be cautious on that. I'll go through the recipe again. If you're just tuning in, there's 250 of you. Thank y'all for being here. This was 3 cups of white lily self-rising flour, a stick of salted butter cubed. No, this was unsalted, so I'm really glad I put the salt in there. If you're using salted butter, you don't have to put the salt, but you still can. It's not going to hurt them, and they won't be overly salty. I can promise you that, so don't stress about that. And then about 2 tablespoons of sugar, and like I said, a little bit of salt, as much as you'd like. And then I would say we did, maybe a cup and maybe a cup and a fourth, maybe a little bit more of buttermilk. And then we just rolled it out here on the counter. We got everything incorporated well. We floured our counter, poured the dough out, worked it, and cut our biscuits out. Go straight down, straight up, don't twist. And pop them on a greased pan like this. This is just a greased cast iron, and these are going to get crunchy, and they're just going to be yummy. I hope they are anyway. So we're going into a 500 preheated degree oven for maybe 10 to 12 minutes. On 500, you do not cook them that long. So that's another pro of cooking them. So I'm going to set a timer on here if I can figure it out. Kitchen timer. Let's see here. Kitchen timer. There we go. 10 minutes. Normally I tell ALEXA to set it, and everyone comments that their ALEXAs at home go nuts. So hopefully I'm preventing that from happening for y'all today. Oh, it looks nice. Thank you, Selena. I hope you're doing well. We missed you Sunday. Hello from Fife, Alabama. Hello there, Beverly. You are loved, Logan. Thank you, Marie. I appreciate that. So are y'all. I couldn't do what I do without y'all. For those of you asking, I said we talk about cookbooks. If you're new here, I'll put it up. Now I don't have to bend over. Here are my cookbooks. This was my first one that came out in 2022. It's called I Hope It's Fit to Eat, a collection of family favorites. And the photos were done right here in this kitchen. So that's why this kitchen may look a little familiar to you. And each recipe comes with stories. I try to write stories about all my family, whoever the recipe came from. Some are my own personally, but some came from family. So I tried to put a lot of stories. There's a ton of pictures. We put a lot of hard work into this. And then there's a photo album in the back. There's places for you to add your own notes and recipes. There's a photo album. It's crazy to see how much everyone's changed since 2022. And then here's my latest book. It's called I Hope It's Fit to Eat Second Helpings. And there's over 100 Southern recipes in each book. So you can order those from my website. They're $25, and that includes shipping and handling, and they come signed. So I try to make things affordable for you guys. I know how expensive everything is in today's time. You can also get one of these aprons there. They say, I hope it's fit to eat. I know you're seeing it backwards. But these aprons say, I hope it's fit to eat. And these are on my website. So go pick you up an apron, a couple of cookbooks, and get to cooking. Just have fun. Go in the kitchen. Let it be your therapy. I can tell you it is for mine. Love your cookbook. Thank you, Diane, watching from Hazelhurst, Georgia. And then here's this book. This was done at my brother and sister-in-law's old home. They've built a new home now, and they're doing great. But this was done right before they sold their old home. So I think it's kind of cool that we will always have a little memory of their first home because of this cookbook. So I think it's really special. And it tells you about some of my latest CDs. In the book, it's got your little kitchen conversions, your notes, and more recipes. You can add you some recipes. A bigger photo album in this book. And the same thing, stories to go along with these, and a lot of pictures. As you can tell, that page has been used heavily. That's Miss Janie. I love Miss Janie. She was like another grandparent growing up to me and my brothers. But these were a blast. I'm so thankful for the opportunity to have these under my belt. And yeah, y'all can do anything. I just saw something strawberry biscuits would be good, or just be good with strawberries. There's nothing like a little bit of butter and some fresh strawberry preserves. It is delicious. But when I seriously say I'm not going to have one of these, I'm full. I just ate. So, but I did want to show you guys how to make them. I'm watching from Brazil today. Awesome. Thank you, Mr. John. I need to get your second one, Miss Diane. I'd love to be able to ship you one. What does your tattoo say? I have 2. This one says 2 of 3. Me and my brothers got them at the same time. And I'm the middle of 3. So we went and all got them at the same time. And me and my brothers are very close. And so it was just a little thing for us brothers. And then this one's, a lot of people thinks it says 7 a.m. I love you. Some people love 7 a.m. I'm not one of those unless I have to be up at 7 a.m. But it says family. And this is my parents' and my grandparents' handwriting. The F is my grandmother. The A, I can see why you would think that says 7 a.m. I love you. It makes sense. I didn't see it then. I was just excited to honor my family. But I do see it now. The F is my grandmother, A is my granddaddy, M is my mom, I is my dad, L is Mamaw, and Y is Pawpaw, which you all know and love. So I'm grateful for that. Those 6 have made a bigger impact in my life than anyone I know. So I wanted to honor them and take them with me everywhere I go. So that's why I have those. I'm not a tattoo person, and more than likely I'll never get another one because I passed out from them. They're not my thing. They're not for everyone, and I think I'm one of the people they're not for. But I'm very grateful I have them. Love the tattoo. Family is the best. Thank you, Holly. I appreciate that. Just heard you sing when I got on Facebook, and that was a blessing. You have an amazing voice. Thank you, Samantha. I really appreciate that. Someone's asking to sing. I'm more than happy to sing. An update, y'all, on Goodness of God. That was originally supposed to release, a live version of the song, was supposed to release on January 16th. And I think my dad just walked in. It don't matter. It's alive. You say hello to him. I'll have you some hot biscuits in about 5 minutes.
That sounds good.
We made biscuits. You want to say hi?
Hello.
He just got home. He's been at the church. They had prayer meeting and probably did some cleaning, some paperwork. You name it. All the dirty work. So he just got in. And so that song was supposed to come out on January 16th. There was a delay on the company that I uploaded it through and me. It's partially my fault. I ain't good with technology, so I fully take blame where I was at fault. I was supposed to respond to an email once I had corrected the issue, and I didn't see that part. It was in fine print at the bottom. So it had been a week had gone by. I'm like, why have they not responded to me? And then I read that. I had never sent my little completed email letting them know I had fixed the issue. So, but it's fixed, and it should be up, I'm hoping at midnight tonight. That song should be out. I guess it was meant to come out near my birthday. My birthday is on, I just read that, does your wife cook too? I'm not married. So I don't guess she does cook. Anyway, that should hopefully come out tonight at midnight. That will be the 4th. My birthday is Friday, the 5th. So I will be 29. That's hard to believe, y'all. 29. So I'm getting older, but I'm grateful. Every birthday is a gift. And good health and people that love me, so I can't complain. Anything else? I'm trying to wait. Seriously, we're probably 5 to 6 minutes away. I just want to stay on here long enough to show them to you. So if y'all maybe have a song request or something, I'm happy to do it. Don't ask me to do something crazy. I'm known for doing crazy things, but it ain't all that fun when you're standing here a cappella to do something that's very challenging to sing. But I'm glad to sing something always. You're still a kid. I'll take it. I will take it. Thursday is the 5th, is it? You're right. My birthday's Thursday, not Friday. Thank you, Dee Dee. I appreciate that. I told y'all, I get all my days and nights mixed up. Let's see here. Happy birthday. Thank you, Loretta. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Blessed. I am, Sherry. Very blessed. I'm going to need you to make cream cheese biscuits. I will do that soon. Dad actually makes those. Maybe he'll do that one with me. He's never done a live. So maybe we can talk him into doing a live of the cream cheese biscuits. Let's see here. I'm going to make your cream cheese biscuits. I read that wrong. We'll do them on here, but let me know how you like them if you've never had them. They're delicious. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. What temperature are you cooking? 500. I know that's high. Let's see here. Can't thank him enough. That is one of my favorites. I sang that at church on Sunday. Let me check these biscuits right fast. Oh, just to be sure. Oh, those are going to be perfect. They are massive. I'm telling you, it makes a difference cooking them on high heat and leaving your dough thick. That's how you're going to get those crispy bottoms and crispy tops, but a nice fluffy inside. So you may not like your biscuits that way. You may like them thin as hockey pucks and tough. If that's how you like them, make them. I mean, that's the fun of making your stuff at home. You get to make it however you'd like. I have bought the t-shirt apron in both cookbooks. Thank you, Miss Brenda. You have. You're so kind to always support, and I appreciate that. Happy early birthday. You're awesome. Thank you, Don. Okay, can't thank him enough. That one may be a little awkward a cappella. It's a weird tempo, but I'm glad to sing it. Let me tell Alexa to stop playing Hank Williams. I don't think we'll blend too well. I don't know if he knows that song, so I better tell him to cut it out. Hey, Alexa, stop playing music. We have a minute. Let's see if we can do the chorus in a minute. I love this song. Thank you for asking for it. And I just can't thank him. Can't thank him enough. What a savior and friend. Oh, how good he has been day by day. There is no other who loves me so much. He carries my load whenever the road's long and rough. And I just can't thank him. I can't thank him enough. There you go. That was brutal, but you're welcome for it. Because he lives. I love that song. We'll do a chorus of that. We have another 5 seconds. Let me grab this timer here. Let's see here. We're going to let these go seriously just maybe another minute or two. Let me cut this. Let's do kitchen timer, 2 minutes. And we're going to check these. Happy 29th birthday. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Let's do a chorus of Because He Lives. There's still 225 of you. So thank y'all for being here. Because He lives, I can face tomorrow. Because He lives, all fear is gone. Because I know He holds the future, and life is worth the living just because He lives. There's your little bit of Because He Lives. Are you on Spotify? Absolutely. I think I have 8 or 9 albums on Spotify, as well as a lot of singles. And hopefully a new song tonight at midnight. So y'all be looking for that. As soon as I see it's live, of course, I'm going to post and let you know that that it's live. So you can go check out my version of Goodness of God. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Joyce. I appreciate that. You're more than welcome. Laurel, you're more than welcome. Happy birthday. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate that. Beautiful voice. Thank you, Tammy. Y'all are kind. What I love is anybody that goes live and is brave enough to sing a cappella with nothing backing them. I applaud that because it's not easy. I'm speaking from myself. It's seriously not easy just to go on there and sing. So anybody who's brave enough to do it, be careful how much you critique them, because I can guarantee you it ain't easy, especially when you're used to certain keys and songs, and if you're not that musically inclined, you just enjoy singing. So thank y'all for being kind. I love the songs while you wait for the oven. Happy birthday. Thank you. There's our timer. Let's check them. I'm pretty sure they're done. This go around. I think they're done. So these have cooked for 12, maybe 13 minutes at the most. And I'm going to lay a little thing here and pull this over so y'all can see me pull them out of the oven. There's the holder. Okay, perfect. That's a good little spot there. Let's see here. Now I may grab 2 pot holders, because number 1, this is probably going to be hot as fire. And number 2, I'd like to keep my biscuits and not sling them on the floor because they're too hot. And I'm pretty sure my dad would appreciate me hanging on to them as well. You can let them go a little longer if you'd like, but y'all, look at that. Those are incredible looking biscuits. I don't care if I did make them. There you go. We have a pan of biscuits. And like I said, you can let them go a minute or 2 longer if you want them more crunchy. But I think those rose beautifully. And so we got a pan of biscuits, y'all. And normally I would make sausage gravy or fix eggs, grits, something to go with them. But I'm not even eating these. I just made them because I wanted to be able to show y'all how to make them. And I had time on my hands. So I think Dad's home. He don't have any dinner planned, so he can probably eat half this pan by himself. I have no doubt in that. I'm not calling him a hog or anything. We just like to eat. That's all there is to it. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. Thank you, Lord. Connie, we will end this video with thank you, Lord. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, for watching me. I make biscuits. I hope you'll make your family some biscuits. They're easy to make. They're delicious. And it's fun. It's seriously therapy if you... what is that? Are you just overlooking my comments? Seems like it. I'm not a fan of that. Absolutely not. Can't tell you how many are flying by here. I never intentionally ignore comments unless it's just ignorant. I don't do that. So I'm sorry you feel that way, but that's not what I'm doing at all. But we have biscuits. Thank y'all for watching these with me. You can go to my website and check out all my product. There's CDs, there's cookbooks, there's these coffee cups that say hello everybody. There's kitchen aprons. There are kitchen towels that say spread butter, not hate. And Lord knows there's enough hate going on. So believe you me, butter may sit on your hips and thighs, but usually don't hurt nobody. So y'all spread your butter and get the hate to the side. There's no reason for it. But let's end this with thank you, Lord. Thank y'all so much for watching this. I really do appreciate it. There's a roof up above me. I've a good place to sleep. There's food on my table and shoes on my feet. You gave me your love, Lord, and a fine family. Thank you, Lord, for your blessings on me. There you go. Thank you for asking. Thank you, Lord. I do appreciate that. But y'all be kind to one another. Go make you some biscuits. Go order you a cookbook. I love you guys. Thank you for always being kind and commenting things that encourage and uplift one another. I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your week. You'll be seeing me on here sometime or another, I can promise you. Thank y'all for always loving the videos, the pictures of the food, the cooking videos. I appreciate it more than you know. So y'all take care and have a great Tuesday evening. I'll see you soon.